I don't disagree.
Pulled 150 today. Shout out to him.
I would think after people seen somebody say Marcus Smart and Steve Francis got the same bag, they would really be like, "Why are we letting them review bags?" But hey, the streets will.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
When did I say that?
We sat there. It is on my channel still. We sat there and watched Steve Francis bag. And you said, "Man, Marcus Smart does this," and we sat there and watched Marcus Smart, and you watched him do.
It was an insane troll. It was clearly trolling.
Nah, he wasn't trolling. He literally said before we start watching, "I'm not trolling, Chad. Marcus Smart bag."
Oh my god!
He said that verbatim. That's
I walked in there and I heard huss huss huss. So then I left, but it's because I had something to do. So I walked back in and I heard huss huss huss, and then I left.
Oh yeah, that is Benji's unofficial way of reviewing a bag. A huss equals a move. So the more husses, the more husses you got in your combo, the crazier he's gonna go. So
we reviewed MJ's bag today. There wasn't a lot of husses, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Marcus Smart literally was just huss. He's
literally, he had the ball. He had the ball, and he said a shimmy. Okay, huss. I said nah. This is,
he said, huss. I said, so let's not.
Man, I know we work together, but y'all ain't seen nothing. When Souls get that ta, that's how you know it's over. That's how you when Souls hit the ta. Yeah,
Harden tried it, but it didn't work.
Apparently, running full speed, you can't have a bag either. You got to have a.
No downhill. It's never
downhill.
Yep.
You have to be literally.
If it's always downhill, what is there back for?
Stop the action, everything. Run like 3 plays, and then get an ISO after you run the plays, and then get into your shit for Souls to care. If you come up the court, let it be one nigga back court. Oh, this is just downhill movement.
I'm about to say you could put bro on his ass. It doesn't matter. Downhill.
Yo, shout out to Jaylen Brown for the 100, man. Appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy the content, man. Appreciate it. Man.
Oh, it's 99. Yeah. It's 99.99, Jaylen. You can't. This is how much of a song I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you. Okay. All right, that's all you get. That's how much of a song.
Really?
For being one song. New song. They'll clap this shit for real. That's a new song.
I mean, bro, it's
I ain't heard that ever.
Y'all, you ain't heard this song?
The Donnie Womack? What?
No,
I suck with it, like determining new music. Yeah, I never heard that shit.
You ain't gonna like it.
I never heard that shit.
That sounds like Don Toliver.
Oh man,
it is Don Toliver.
Oh, that is Don. Yeah, it probably ain't for me. And not that he sucked. He just probably not for me.
That shit is.
Hey, I fuck with it.
Huss. That shit, yeah. Yeah, let me read some more of these super chats. We got some super cashes over there. Let me one of those. Peanut P says, F with the LGBTQRS and Hogwarts winning game of the year.
They didn't say nothing for real. I hope y'all know that. That shit was
not real. I don't think they did.
I don't think they said a word.
Niggas made some shit up on TikTok and the world ran with it. This is crazy.
Grouping them all into one.
It was like 5 people. Yo, the trans community is going crazy, man.
Yeah. Damn. A streamer, somebody seen one streamer get 5 back like crazy reviews. You really playing this? Hey, the streets is out there watching, guys. Be careful. It's crazy out there if you playing Hogwarts.
Cap for $10 says this is a super Susan free.
We free from Susan anyway.
Oh, this shit is Susan free now.
E3 down sends $1 says Donovan Mitchell 71 or Damian Lillard 71.
D Mitch all day.
I didn't even see Dame, so I can't lie. Don.
Good conversation.
I'm gonna just keep it 100 with niggas. Look, man, niggas will throw the casual shit around like a goddamn virus. I did not see Dame.
I saw the second half of Dame.
I heard about it.
Wasn't D Mitch's in OT?
Yeah,
I think so.
And they needed every bit of
it. Yeah. D Mitch's was the last one since Kobe's where I was like, oh yeah, you need every single point type shit.
I felt like Dame dropped like a Devin Booker 70. It felt like I just know a hell of people didn't watch it. I just know I was looking on the timeline, everybody going crazy. And after that,
you know what?
Now once I saw 41 at the half, I was like, all right, let me tune in. And then they started blowing out the Rockets. So they started benching Dame when he had like, I don't know, like 50, 52. the Rockets start coming back, and then they put Dame back.
Let's go ahead and have the conversation since we're here, because this is a legitimate conversation to have. This is from Xavier C. Miller, LLC Twitter extraordinaire. But NBA reportedly lost half of their audience since 2011, and they want viewers to believe it's due to streaming. Meanwhile, the NFL viewership has grown during that time frame. Instead of keeping it real and realizing the product just isn't high quality for most of the season, they rather ignore it because they're still making so much from sponsors. It's only a matter of time before it catches up with them if they don't address the obvious problems the game has nowadays.
Where are the numbers to back this up?
I'm about to say, I'm with Chad. I'm shocked the NFL grew. I'm not saying the NFL is bad. I'm like, oh shit, the NFL grew.
Grew. It might have been a gradual growth. I don't think it was a big boom of growth, if anything. But I can understand it if you're looking at any sport where you're having over 80-something games. Baseball, I'm pretty sure baseball's viewership has dipped because the regular season is so damn long, and people realize, nigga, I don't need to watch all 82 games. If you tallying polls and you tallying up those random Tuesday nights in November and those random Wednesdays in May, and it's just it's hella games. People know, I'm watching the playoffs. Have playoff numbers dipped since 2011? I wouldn't think so. We can check, and if it has dipped, it hasn't been by much, but I would doubt that. I'm not surprised. If you're comparing it to football has fucking 17 weeks. It's your team plays once a fucking week. And now with this new schedule, you might play once on a Sunday or Monday and then play Thursday. That's the closest you get into a back-to-back. But your team play once a week, bro. People have time to tune in. Niggas cancel church and run out of church early, get work off. Like, they designate that Sunday, that Monday to watching football. You can't do that with basketball. Niggas play 4 games in 6 nights.
That's not good.
Yeah. Basically, I mean, the thing is, I need to see the numbers, but just to contribute to the conversation, if the idea is the NBA is dying, it's in the least raccoony way. It's too much in terms of turning into a players thing. That essentially, when you have players that are they're like chilling, and they just like, I'm gonna wait till the playoffs. The fans, as a result, are gonna be like, and I'm gonna wait to the playoffs. So it's one of those things where, yet again, when you become a players league, it depends how far you really dive into it. I feel like one of the main criticisms for Silver, while it's great that a players league is even a thing, when you dive too deep into it, where guys can take over teams, and like literally quit teams damn near at the snap, and now it's just like, oh well, whole franchise. I'm just chatting right now, but tell you the truth, what the fuck is wrong with my camera? All right, anyway, fuck it, hold on, somebody fix my shit. But I just feel like when you dive too deep into players, essentially that if they don't take the regular season seriously, then so can the fucking fans. But my shit is fucking up, and I cannot.
I will say this: just looking at some of the seasons, and I'm gonna take 2020 out of it, for the NFL.
The fuck,
but it was at a very high at in 2010, and it's dipped and came back up and dipped and came back up. Had a severe drop off in like 2017, and then came back up. Of course, dipped in 2020, but has been up since 2017. Been on the upward trend back to the highs of like 2010. But ultimately, and let me show the chart. It'll make more sense.
I'm gonna say, and this is the NBA or NFL?
The NFL.
Okay.
Average television viewership of NFL regular season games from 2010 to 2021. Now, mind you, these numbers aren't far off, to be honest with you. Like we're not talking about drastic drops.
Why did it drop so much between 15 and 17 though? Did something specific happen?
I can't say unless
in the NFL.
Yeah.
I would say, if anything, was that not the beginning of those crazy rule changes?
I want to double
Sage.
check.
That's probably around that time, 2015. That 2015, 16, 17 area was
Justin
that not
Colin
when
Kaepernick?
Colin Kaepernick happened? Damn, when did Kaepernick happen?
That might be
Kaepernick happen, because that actually might be it.
That's crazy.
I don't think Kaepernick. No. I don't think it was the Cap. What?
Oh, hold on.
Okay,
Yeah, you
Let me
may
think.
not care. Hold on.
Yeah. I had to
That
think
might be
about
enough to drop it by
people complaining,
1.5 because that's how much it dropped by. So
no, not even that. I just remember that one. Every time I think about how dumb the NFL fans are, I think about that Titans fan who wrote a complaint about Cam Newton dabbing because her daughter was sad. So I have to remember it's the Tennessee fans, them Texan, them real true blue Texan and Cowboy fans. Them niggas might have stopped watching if Kaepernick got here kneeling during the anthem. You're right. It could have been Cap.
I think the NBA is it is missing a face of the league right now, in my opinion, like a clear face of the league.
The thing is,
think
the
so.
shit is trash. The shit is trash. I'm just.
It's
gonna
not
go
just
out on
one
a
thing.
limb.
It's not just one thing.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it.
Face.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it. The shit is trash. The shit is trash. And then Adam Silver proposes the overtime fix. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I heard about that. Shit crazy.
No, that shit is awful. That's what I thought she was gonna talk about. That.
Yeah, he proposes some whack ass overtime fix. I want to get the actual, rule out there. I know Lowe's.
A target score, essentially, like how they do an all-star game.
Yeah.
So that way players don't have to play the game of basketball.
Implementing a target score says that would prevent overlong broadcast and overloading player minutes, like Los Angeles Clippers forward Kawhi Leonard's playing 46 minutes in a double overtime loss to the Sacramento Kings on Friday. Now, mind you, that marked the most amount of minutes for Kawhi Leonard's entire career. That game that happened Friday.
He ain't called
kind of normal though. How normal? How often are games going to fucking double OT in the NBA? This isn't a problem that really needs to be investigated and fixed on. I do get that sentiment. Like that was a trash ass thing to try to throw out there for a new rule. But I can't say. I mean, I don't know, man. I just can't say the game is trash. I mean, I get it. I guess it's not. I don't know. Is it not? Is it not for the casuals, or is it too much for casuals? Or is the drop off because casual fans just honestly don't care about they can't get behind all the foul calls and all this other shit that slows the game down? Or is it losing hardcore fans because of the lack of defense being played, the offense being pushed, the way the rules and stuff is, like how shit's called one night, not called the next night? Is it that
lack of defense, lack of intensity, lack of care, and then at any given night, I could miss whoever that I'm supposed to be watching. I don't know who's playing in the NBA tonight, but I can guarantee you it's going to be a name that should not be sitting down. And that to me, as a fan, from a fan's perspective, is just that's an awful experience.
Yeah, basketball has a lot of misses that we just put up with because we love the game itself. Load management is awful. Again, not trying to sound raccoony, but it's just, y'all niggas, man. Like y'all gotta step up, bro. Like imagine you work hard a year round to finally get that ticket in March, and then bro sit down. Come on, bro. That's different. And then you don't even get reimbursement. Now, someone commented on Souls and Sage channel, Hot Takes video on the way. They were literally like, they should get 100% refund. Now, I don't think that's gonna happen, but I definitely think there should be reimbursement for not even certain number of players, like he said, just certain names, no cap.
Or I should be able to change my date. I should be able
or change your date. Yup, or change your date. There's no way. There's no way. Like that's inexcusable. Again, as I said earlier before my shit started fucking up and I didn't really illustrate my thoughts well. If essentially you have a bunch of players and a bunch of analysts talking about, oh, let's wait till playoff time. I guess we'll wait till playoff time. I'm not gonna watch this shit. That happens a lot nowadays. It's these fans are different as well. These fans are different. These analysts are different, and they're starting to see a lot of this shit is truly ass, bro.
For
years. I don't. Why is Jaylen Brown sitting? I wanted to say, you go down the schedule. It doesn't matter. Is there a reason why
Jaylen Brown?
Yeah,
he's playing.
No, he's inactive.
He's playing.
I'm looking at him be inactive.
Oh, he's inactive right now.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. He was playing last game.
Just play a lot of games. I mean, I'm not the load management thing. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just not. It's not a problem to me. Like the NBA literally came from a place where it was no real control for the player, and the players is really going out there putting their body over on the line on some football shit. That's taking years off of them. Like if we want the best product, I understand I can get teams who are like genuinely competing, teams who are genuinely going to be playoff teams, clear cut, clear the pack of the rest. All right, load manage. I start having a problem if we talking about niggas on the Magic load management, or if we talking about niggas on the Spurs load management.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
That's worse. That's when I start being like, okay, that's crazy. Ain't nobody even paying to watch Keon Johnson, and you got this nigga load managing. That's crazy to me. But to be upset that a nigga like LeBron James or one of the best players on a contending team don't want to play 82 games. Look, I get they did that in yesteryear. They also played in Chuck Taylor's in yesteryear. We don't do that. They also played. There's been plenty of changes to the NBA that have been fine. I do feel like they have to find a healthy median. I don't think it should just be as random and sporadic, and it definitely shouldn't be to the lengths Kawhi Leonard has took it in some of his tenures with some of these teams. I will say that, yeah, there are some extremes. But as a fan, you're paying. Look, if you're paying $300-$400 to see LeBron James, I'm sorry. Tough titty if you don't see LeBron James play that night, because you didn't buy LeBron James tickets. You bought Los Angeles Lakers tickets. You paid to see a professional basketball team plays. And as far as I know,
they don't market it that way. You can only play that if they market it.
They do market it that way. They market it. They market it with their best players as the faces, and that's the advertisement. That's the shiny shit. But at the end of the day, the ticket.
That's how they market it.
The ticket is not named. It's not dishonest. Those players on the team.
Damo, I want you tomorrow morning to get up. I want you to call to the Charlotte Hornets and ask them about Lakers tickets and tell me what they tell you as far as who, like the lore as to why.
Again,
but even like when let's say there's an ESPN game.
Okay. I'm not disagreeing with y'all that. I'm not disagreeing that the players aren't marketed. I'm not disagreeing that there are people who are paying to see these players. I'm not disagreeing with that. But at the end of the day, you did not buy a LeBron James ticket. You did not buy Anthony
LeBron on my ticket. Why LeBron on my ticket then?
He's the highest paid player he's the highest paid player on the team. The team markets them. The team markets them. That's fine, but you're not paying. You're not paying your ticket for that. That's fine, but it's still called an Atlanta Hawks ticket. It's not called a LeBron James ticket. It's not a Trae Young ticket. I get it. I understand the problem with how they're marketing it. They're marketing it so you can come see this player and this player don't play. But if you're buying a LeBron James ticket in LA, you got 41 chances to see this nigga play. If he don't play this Wednesday, he don't play this Wednesday, gang. You're not getting your money back. Niggas can say I'm chatting, whatever, until you go out there and you buy season tickets to see Anthony Davis. When you get legit AD fucking season tickets, then we can have this conversation. But niggas at the end of the day are buying tickets to see a professional team play. Unless they are going out there putting a bunch of G leaguers in a place that they're starting five, bro, you're dead ass paying to see a basketball team. Come to see the game. Like that's it. If he don't play that day, he don't play that day. Like that's tough. You're trying to compete. I get it if there's a tanking team doing it, but if we're talking about teams trying to make it, niggas got to play in the playoffs, especially fucking 38. It feels selfish of me to sit here and cry about LeBron not playing in Minnesota on a random goddamn Tuesday in January. Oh my God, I didn't get to see him play today. Nigga, well, guess what? He's trying to get to the fucking playoffs. It is what it is.
It can feel selfish or whatever you're trying to spit over there. But in the reality of the situation is when you sit back and you look at, damn, viewership is dropping. Everybody's saying the product is watered down. It's actually it's sad to see like the parallels between basketball and football. Although there are conversations in football spaces about game changing and stuff like that. It is very clear that especially the main figures in basketball media come out routinely, damn near nightly basis, and clown on the state of the game. That's influence. It is upsetting for people who are supposed to be watching the game for this. You already marketed yourself as a superstar league, and when superstars don't play or supposed to be the next superstars don't play, that you said Paolo Banchero, it doesn't matter if he doesn't play when they play the Spurs. We're supposed to be growing the league as a whole. This is supposed to be somebody's favorite team. He's supposed to be the face of this franchise, but you don't come and play when it's the little people, but you always go and play when it's X, Y, and Z big team. You can try to play to the majority all you want, but this is how you get the state of this league right here.
I think we're over-exaggerating just how much load management even occurs, though. I mean, aside from Kawhi, I just don't see it happen much for other teams. I looked up the Jaylen Brown thing. They said it was for personal reasons, so who really knows what that can be, but I don't think that happens often. But I don't think that happens often for Jaylen Brown. I've never heard him be out for personal reasons. So I'm just giving the benefit of the doubt and say like it's some important shit. I'm
truly just a question. Why doesn't Jaylen Brown? Why isn't he playing tonight? But ultimately, it's a problem enough for people to be talking about it. It's a problem enough for people to be talking about it. Whether you say that they're, overinflating it or, downplay, whatever it is, but it's a problem enough for somebody to be saying something. It's a problem enough about the way that the game is actually being played for people to talk about it. It's a misstep in the product.
I just feel like, truthfully, we're in a situation where we're just acting like we're kind of just putting down obvious shit. No, like yes, obviously you're buying tickets for a Lakers game, a Warriors game, or whatever. But if you bought a Lakers versus Warriors game and Curry, LeBron, and AD don't show up, and you're gonna tell and you're gonna tell that fan that, like, oh well, bro, that's like, I mean, yeah, technically what you're saying is absolutely correct because it's just factually correct. I don't know when my camera keeps freezing, but it's just factually correct. However, the issue is, come on, bro, like we ain't gotta play stupid. You're gonna put a fucking frozen version of me? No, like we ain't gotta play stupid.
Like the old days.
We know damn well reality is you got scammed to hell, essentially, if you pay, and then Curry, LeBron, and AD are there in the fucking arena. They're in street clothes. You got cooked, and it's unfortunate to see, especially considering that, like, a lot of these guys, again, fans don't have this infinite supply of money to just fly out to their home games or whatever. Like, you probably won't see bro for an entire year minimum. Likely, most people won't see him ever, type shit. You had one chance and it's gone because bro just wasn't playing. Now, if we want to talk about in terms of competition, yes, it is beneficial for these players to load manage. That's why it's happening. Players aren't just being. It's definitely beneficial for players to rest on certain games that don't matter, don't affect seeding, all that stuff. It's definitely beneficial for them and their franchise. The issue is then we need to address how we can make it less beneficial, because it's still like to put it plainly, it's a dick move, and we're acting like it's not a dick move. And I don't know why we're acting like it's not a dick move. It's a dick move. I don't know how else to phrase it.
If you're paying to see the Lakers and Warriors and you pull up and AD, LeBron, Curry, and Clay aren't playing, tough titty, nigga. Watch Jordan Poole get this 30. Watch Austin
exactly.
And if
the response is tough titty lols, again, that's just a dick move. That's my point exactly.
Would you tell people that if three of us couldn't show up to the podcast?
That's what I was gonna say, but I had a mental lapse. Yeah, imagine for everybody who's saying Damo spitting. Imagine if, and I know y'all swear the TSO lights are zombies, and then I think the Wami Warriors are zombies. Imagine one day we go live. Let's keep it Buck go live. TSO, Sage, and Damo are gone, and you had to pay to watch the show. For some reason, you had to pay to watch the show. Aren't you gonna be like, what the fuck? what the fuck type shit? And then if Omar and Souls were just like, tough titty, we're on the pod too. It's like, yeah, they are, but that's a dick move. It's just that simple. I mean,
if somebody found our podcast through shorts and they seen a short of Omar wilding about Meg, they seen a short about Sage wilding about whatever short went crazy with Sage wilding about something, and they watched repeated shorts of that and they fell in love with Omar and Sage, and that was how they got marketed to pod, and they came to watch us. And during that stretch, it's just me and Souls up this bitch because you niggas can't be here for whatever reason. I'm gonna look at, and niggas get to complaining, bro. I'm here for, where's Bromar? Where's Bromeezy? Where's Bromeezy? Where's Wage? You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna look at the camera and be like, they not here. We're still keeping it a buck though.
I feel like these are different scenarios because we're being watched for free, and then the NBA, like, motherfuckers are paying hundreds of dollars. So if anything,
I was just making an example. I saw one dude say I'm moving the goalpost. I'm staying in the exact same stance. You don't like the example, just take it out. But in general, it's still a dick move at the end of the day. I've said that since the jump.
I've seen people saying, "Oh my God, aren't they just they're getting paid to play basketball?" Right? I've seen that comment, bro. Yes, they're getting paid to play basketball, which is why I do agree there should be a healthy median. I will say there are some players that OD. I'm not saying that it's not a problem. I just don't think it's as big as a problem as people are making out to be, and it's something that is necessary. There's no reason. I don't believe there should be 82 games. If you're a person that believes there shouldn't be 82 games in the NBA season, you believe in some form of load management. You don't think these niggas should be playing this many games. So as long as they're keeping 82 games, I don't think they should play all 82. They should play, in my opinion, around 70 games. 70, 75 maybe is a 75 is up there, but 70 games to me is like a healthy amount of games. Shit, maybe even 65. You don't have to play out 82.
Stan Van Gundy, this was a couple weeks ago. 90s NBA teams had just a trainer and a strength coach. They practiced more often and harder and played more back-to-backs. Teams now have huge medical and performance staffs and value rest over practice. Yet injuries and games missed are way up. Something's not working.
Do y'all believe that people be lying about the injuries they have to get rest? Y'all think that's a thing?
Likely, but I'm not G checking play. Yeah, again, it works both ways. I'm not G checking players. If they say they hurt, they hurt. Now, obviously, there's certain situations where it's like stub pinky out for a week. All right, bitch. But like tight shit. But in general, nah. If I see like LeBron's injury last night, like no shit, he's hurt. But I'm not gonna then believe every single injury report. It definitely is a thing.
I know that this shit, all these compounding things make basketball less interesting. And I was calling it, I was saying it. Maybe it's 'cause I got some niggas muted. I can guarantee you the timeline is just not talking about basketball, care about basketball the way that they used to.